Hello, family. Oh gosh, I gotta do this video over again. I did you all a wonderful video, and guess what? I was holding the mic in my lap. I did holding it in my lap and playing with it and doing all kind of things with it, and it dawned on me I was not talking in the mic. Okay, so I had to do that video all over again. Here we go. This is second attempt. Okay, know sometimes we're gonna have some bloopers. Oh my goodness, can we make mistakes sometimes? My goodness, you have some people who are so politically correct. I mean, they're like, they just got you down to the T, honey. You got to say the words right. You got to get the video right. You got to have your hair together. Your bra strap can't be showing. And your colors got to be matching on your clothes. Your shoes got to be matching. I mean, you just can't have any rooms for mistakes. Y'all, let me let y'all know this. Do you all know how many takes it takes? Take one, take two, take three when they're in the studio. My God, people have bloopers, okay? Give me a break. Okay, but anyway, that one right there had to be done over again because you all couldn't hear me, and I was just like playing with the mic, and I was explaining myself, just doing this and doing that. So here we go. I started that other video out by talking about root workers and herbalists. So you all know that as you all can see, I am a root worker. I took you all out. We went on a so-called nature trail with the doggies, and we were looking for the poke salad. Poke salad, inkweed, y'all look it up. So the reason why I wanted to do the video on the herbalist and the root worker is because you really have to be very careful, when you're dealing with root workers, especially herbalists. And the reason why I say especially herbalists is because most of the time you're going to be consuming these herbs. You want to kind of like go out and get you an herbalist book on different plants and roots and flowers, because that's what most herbalists work with, and root workers, and we work with these. And if an herbalist, have a tea that they want you to drink, or they may have made a peel form of something that they want you to consume, you really want to know who this herbalist is. Do you trust this herbalist? Do your research, check out your references and stuff like that. You want to deal with somebody who've been following this herbalist for at least a year or two and got some great reviews. You want to make sure they actually taking these medicines. I hate to call them medicine because I'm getting tired of saying herbs. Are they really taking these? Have they been consuming them for a year to 2 years? What do they look like? Do they have some swelling going on in their faces or in their feet or hands? Just look at the skin. Do their skin look healthy? Also, you have to look at the personality of the herbalist. Is this herbalist a very kind, gentle person that you trust, or a very hostile person that you are afraid of? Or how is your chemistry with this herbalist? This person, you're going to be consuming their energy, so to speak. So you want to check all of that out. And the reason why I said that is because when I went out there and got that poke salad, I said, I did everything but talk to you all about this poke salad. Poke salad can be dangerous and deadly. You get the shoots around this time. This is when when it's in its most harmless form at this point. Okay, like the beginning of, kind of like the end of spring, beginning of summer. Around the end of summer, that's when it's in its deadly state. They can get really tall. They grow to stalks. They can get as tall as a house, and the bark can be as wide as that. I mean, or wider. some people have actually had to saw that little tiny plant you saw me with in my hand. You have to get a saw to get it down when it get too tall, or if not a saw, chop it down with an axe. Its roots are the most potent. Now I know you all are saying, so why would anybody want to fool with something like this? Okay, down here, down south, don't know too much about other places, but down south, a long time ago, people, you know, that was like one of the most important side dishes they had to eat. Especially when it was no grocery stores, anything like this. You can go and get some lettuce and all this other stuff to make you a salad, or some collard greens or turnips or whatever. But when that was scarce and it was not around, people ate the poke salad. And you would cook it and wash it off, and cook it and wash it off, cook it and wash it off to get the toxins out of it. But it gets to a point as it matures within the season that it'll kill you. So that's why I'm stressing the importance of checking out your herbalist and your root workers. Now I'm root working, but I more or less I make oils for mines, and my oils are not for consuming, because I feel like the oils can do the same thing for you on the outside of your skin as consuming. But I think it's more safer, when you're putting it on your skin versus, consuming it, But you still are consuming it even in the skin, because that's a big organ, okay? So you want to check this herbalist out. Most herbalists have gone to school and they have credentials. They've gotten some education. Some have just gone through programs and just gotten a full-fledged education on, herbs. So check out this person. Do they have license? I do have a medical background. As you all know, I am a nurse. Okay, so I do have a medical background. But at the same time, too, dealing with an herbalist, just the medical background is not going to be enough. You want to know if these people are licensed. Yeah, that's just how deep it is, because some people have really gotten messed up with some herbalists and stuff, have had some major sicknesses, illnesses, have had to go to the emergency room, be hospitalized. Some have even died, guys. Oh my God, do your homework. Just like if you would go to a plastic surgeon or somebody who's going to do a boob job or something like that, you got to check them out. You're going to receive some silicone injections in your boobs or your booty or in your hips. You got to check these people out. Same with your herbalist, because you're going to consume this. And what brought me to this is when I got to talking about this inkweed. I couldn't imagine, giving you this inkweed for consumption, and I have not gone myself to have some kind of, background or teaching on this particular subject matter, herbs. Okay. So now I know you all are saying, so why the hell, Mama, do you want to mess with some inkweed? Because that stuff is dangerous. I never will forget. I had some in my backyard. I used to grow it in the backyard, but I stopped because I keep pets back there, and I actually got pricked by the thorns, because as they get larger, they actually grow thorns on them. When I pricked myself with that thorn, I had purple dye spots that popped up all over my hand, and my finger was numb for 6 months. So in a lot of states, it's actually illegal to have it in your yard, and some of them have cleanup crews that you would call to come in to extract it out your yard. That's how deep that is. When they get to real tall, like almost like the size of your house, you got a problem, and they can take over a whole backyard. So I had to stop growing it back there because of my pets. Okay, so the question is, Mama, why would you want to be fooling with something like that? Because at the same time, too, it's edible as long as it's the right season, but then it has great medicinal and magical properties to it. Y'all look that up. So that's why when Mama runs out, she goes and she gets herself more. There's some more weeds and plants and roots I want to introduce you to that can actually heal a lot of different ailments and stuff like that, sicknesses and stuff like that. And I actually do my magic with them. Okay? Now, off the subject of herbs, I think I covered herbs and roots thoroughly. I wanted to talk to you all about, a lot of you all was asking me about this crone, this elderly crone, and I want to tell y'all what happened. That actually came to my house in the wee early mornings. It was still dark outside, and what she was carrying was my rat terrier, my deceased rat terrier. I told y'all he died. And I think I kind of got a theory as to what was going on. Um, I thought I had done a video for you all, sorry, where I talked about this old crone that I went to see in the swamps of Louisiana. And I later realized I didn't do the video for you all to see. I just kept it because I was working on doing a movie on it, or doing writing a book or something like that on it, but I never did. I never did. So I didn't want to put it out there until I kind of I wanted to surprise you all with a book because it's based upon a true story. It's real. But she actually initiated me. She initiated me in the witchcraft. She sure did. She taught me a lot of tricks and trades of the craft. A lot of her spells I practice, along with my aunts too. So I got two grown bad with me right now, y'all. Oh my God, help me! Help me, Lord! I'm calling on you. Look, all jokes aside, she was carrying my red terrier, the deceased one, and he had these long, huge black horns that looked like the horns of a ram. And I was puzzled. And then later, the spirits brought it to me, and they said that she felt like there was some debt that I did not pay her. And she took my red terrier as a sacrificial lamb. Y'all, that's what happened. That's what happened. Look, let me tell y'all better be careful out there. Please be careful out there, newbies. Be careful. Because if you and I don't want nobody judging me saying, well, why would you take the stuff if you wasn't going to pay? It's not like that, because you can really think you have thoroughly compensated a spirit or an entity, and it might not be enough. Your life might be what they want. So y'all better be careful what y'all conjuring up out there. And hey, I'm human and I'm subject to mistakes. I am not Jesus, y'all. Like I said, I'm a witch, not a pastor. Okay? So, because you got a lot of people out there that think they know a whole lot and think they know more and think they can judge you and tell you that, oh, you just was not following the guidelines and all of this other stuff. And, people stop it. Stop judging people. Stop thinking that you got more. You don't. If you had more, you wouldn't be sharing the same space and time with everyone else that you're putting down. There's so much of that going on. People putting down others and stuff because they think that they're better off, or they have greater intellectual skills, or they have a better car, a better house, a better handbag, more money in the bank, and more sense, more street sense, more book sense. Yeah, we all the same. Nothing special about you because you here on planet Earth. We all sharing the same air, the same water. When I excrete my urine, it's going to be taken up into the atmosphere. The sun is going to purify it, put it right back down here. Somebody else is going to drink it. So guess what? We are all the same. You don't have more up here. You just don't. Talking about the MisFits, you don't got it. You don't got it. And if you keep putting others down, you're going to fall from grace and be in a lower situation than they are. Okay, you can be brought down. Just in some of these people that people are talking about are some of your trailblazers. They are the creative ones that bring things to life. They are nonconformists. It's not that, these are the misfits of society. It's just the fact that, most of us, we refuse to be put in a mold. I go against the grain. I'm not trying to, fit in society's wake. I'm not interested. I made my peace with that a long time ago. And for those who put others down because they go against the grain and because, we are nonconformists, it's telling us where you are on your journey. It's just you're letting people know that you're very young at this, because we've been there a long time ago in our parallel lives. That's like yesterday, man, trying to fit in, trying to wear a relaxer in my hair. That's like yesterday. And I'm not putting down people who do wear relaxers. There's nothing wrong with it. But to say because I'm not wearing a relaxer that I'm a misfit and something is wrong with me and all of these other things, you're just letting me know where you are at this particular time. Maybe this is like one of the first times you've actually lived on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for many, many, many lifetimes. Like I say, man, this stuff is old to me. I'm a very old soul. A lot of people can't even get my age right. Some people said that not physically looking like, but just maturity wise, I'm as old as a 70-year-old crone. Because most women my age they do not do what I do. So I'm an old soul. So please, guys, please stop criticizing people because you think that they're social misfits and not adding up to the status quo or whatever. Don't do that because you make yourself look so like a little girl or a little boy. Because we don't feel like we have to do the things you all have to do. We don't have to, and we're not putting anybody down. We're the ones that are more understanding of others. We put ourselves in other shoes to the point almost, we at a point of just sacrificing ourselves of being scapegoats because we've always had to be the better person because people have always scrutinized us and talk about us, but yet and still they watch us to see what we're going to wear. They watch our channels to see what we have to say. They look at our creativeness, I'm a painter, my art or whatever, my dolls, my stuff. They're fascinated with us. They're fascinated with us, but then at the same time, too, they put you down because they feel like something like that ought not come from you. You know what I'm saying? But we are the trailblazers, the trendsetters. They are us. We take the chance to step outside of the box. It's us. The people, the music you love to hear on TV and on radio, those are your social misfits. That creative energy makes us different. It makes some of us introverts because we get our creations from within ourselves and put it out. And most of the people who are the conformists, who go with the status quo, who don't go against the grain, are the ones who are not so creative inside. So they gain their creation from those people that they despise and they dislike, the people that they lynched, the people that they have hung and burned at the stake. It's us, the witches, the gothics, the vampires, the priests, the priestesses. It's us. The creativeness comes from us. And those people who put us down feed from us. But anyway, this video has gone all the way out in left field, but I know it is something that's going to touch people who have always been ostracized for being different. This is for you. Know that you are creative, and without you, this would be a boring world if everybody was going just to go. I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore, man. That was a miserable life, man. That was in prison. So I'm out now. You say what you want about me, but you love me because you come to my channels to watch my video. You love it. You love my art. You love my dolls. You love my work. I'm not talking about my family because my family, we are the creative ones. I'm talking about these naysayers that come to have negative things to say about our creativeness. You all need us. Without us, you have nothing. You're boring. You're dull. There's no light within you. Gonna talk to you later, okay?